Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will put toe to leather to crank us up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conference.
He's off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. When I can throw it to him, I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Dances away. He'll let it go down the right side.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Third down play from the gun. Throwing right. And the missed connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Hawkins. Makes a move. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our...
Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And the Trojans will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. To the 10. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
On second down, just keeps firing. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on first and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give to the back. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects a quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit, and of course that led to the interception.
No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On second down, wants to throw it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try the right side. Plows through the defense. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
He'll pitch it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Peterson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Handoff from the gun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He fires it out to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the move, it's Hawkins. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They think there's room to run to the right here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense gets to the...
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. It's caught downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Bringing it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And he reels it in inside the 30.
He's tackled at the 27, and that's a 1st down for the offense.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Florida 35, USC 0.
All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to set the tone with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Fires it down the seam. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. At the 20. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick six.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
USC.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick off.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On the run, it's Hawkins. Runs for the tackle. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Offense gets set for second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. A pickup of 5, marching at the 36-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking taking pace. They're up by 20 over Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch called for and made. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But
and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
that was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it, second guy finally did. First down to start the drive after the break. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll call for the fair catch here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. And he throws another interception. Got some room to run. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not...
He's got it on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Coming after it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.